One CNN anchor hit with backlash for comparing Trump's presidency to the start of the Holocaust. Watch.
This week, 82 years ago, Kristallnacht happened. It was the Nazis' warning shot across the bow of our human civilization that led to genocide against a whole identity. And in that tower of burning books, it led to an attack on fact, knowledge, history, and truth. After 4 years of a modern-day assault on those same values by Donald Trump, the Biden-Harris team pledges a return to norms.
Here to react, founder of the Exodus movement and author of the book Finding My Place, Elizabeth Pipko. Elizabeth, you know, I had to listen to this twice because I truly couldn't believe what she had said. It shouldn't be surprising, but sometimes when you hear references to the Holocaust like this, taken somewhat lightly, it still manages to shock me. What say you?
Yeah, no, I mean, number one, like you said, we all know this is shocking and despicable and should not have been said. But even more importantly, we need to pay attention to the revisionism that was put in place here, which is something we should all be really careful of. Kristallnacht was not just the burning of facts and knowledge. This was the burning and destruction of thousands of Jewish-run businesses and synagogues. It was the arrest of 30,000 Jewish men who were rounded up and sent to concentration camps. It was the murder of over 90 people. And it was the beginning of the goal to physically annihilate the Jewish people. And the fact that that was brought up in any attempt to rationalize anything going on in the United States in the 21st century, I think is truly shameful.
Yeah, the CNN anchor, I believe it's Christiane Amanpour, fancies herself a globalist, an elitist, of course, doesn't like President Trump because he's still talking about borders, patriotism, that America is a good place. So ultimately, isn't she just willing to go to hyperbolic lengths to reject something she's already rejected? I mean, she's beyond America at this point.
Oh, much beyond anything we should have in America. Look, people, including my own rabbi, are still alive right now to tell the tale of what they witnessed on Kristallnacht. And what we should be doing, less than 100 years since that tragedy, is telling the story factually so people know what happened in our history and not diminishing it for some sick political argument.
I think that's the important point. I think you're making it larger, which the smaller point, still important, is that Christiane Amanpour is a fundamentally unserious person. You can't make that comparison. You simply cannot. And walk into any kind of society, polite or otherwise, and be considered a serious person. But more importantly is what you're pointing out is this diminishes an actual event in history and turns it into your partisan talking point and threatens, as you point out, I think this is the larger point you're making, to rewrite history into something much smaller.
Right. I mean, the last thing we need right now is to rewrite history. We should be trying to learn from it. And if anyone right now wants a better, united future, what we need to do is watch the things that come out of our mouth and the precedent that we are setting and go the other way around and tell only the truth and try to unite people around that, around something that we can share, something painful that all of us can unite around in our history instead of the polar opposite for a sick divide, like you said, that doesn't even make sense in America today.
Right. Absolutely.
Great insight, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much.